Today we will master breakout trading. And breakout trading is more than just finding a line and then waiting for the price to cross it. That's why a lot of traders struggle, but there are some really good tips and techniques on how you can improve your breakout trading. So we're looking here at a downtrend. The market bottomed out with a V bottom, and then it put in this right handle here. We have a very good resistance level that you can work with. It's also very interesting to see that the market rejected the lows here. There was a previous lowest low point here in this consolidation. The market tried to break below it, was rejected. So really nice context. I drew this level. What is the level? It's a really important concept here and a very important part of breakout trading. We want to zoom out and we can see that this is actually a long-term trend turning point. The market came into this area here, turned around, started a completely new level. It takes a lot of force, it takes a lot of market participation to turn around a trend like this. So those turning points are really important. The market moved into this with very, very strong force, broke below it, but eventually shot higher like a slingshot. So this is then turning into a fake out. This is a very unsustainable sell-off. The market bounced back higher, so we have a lot of long-term context. And this is one of the most important things about breakout trading or trading in general, that you need to have long-term and big picture context. Just because you have a pattern, it doesn't mean that you automatically should trade it. It has to make sense. Where does it occur? How does it occur? What is the big picture? Then the market gave us here this stop run signal. I will come back to the stop run in a moment. I have a special example here on the stop run and how to trade it. So it's basically a very deep retest. The market shoots higher. This is your conservative entry. This is a more aggressive entry after the market has shown the stop run rejection. This is the tipping point. And then after you can see the market shot up higher. A new trend is started out of this fake out. If you like my YouTube videos, you will absolutely love my new trading course. The new course takes my trading videos to a whole nother level. I've recorded over 100 brand new videos. I have included new strategies with exact rules and hundreds of screenshots. The material works on all time frames and all markets. Of course, I also cover risk management, position sizing, strategy development, strategy improvement, trading psychology, and so much more. The link is in the video description, and we currently have a very special promo waiting for you. So let's take a look at stop runs. I think this is a very important concept, especially if you are struggling with breakout trading and you feel that you always get taken out, although you anticipate the direction correctly. You need to master this concept. So again, coming from a downtrend, we have the accumulation pattern. The market is building higher lows here within the accumulation pattern. We have the breakout. So I have stopped trading initial breakouts a long time ago because I've seen that the stop run is just very, very prominent. So when you ask yourself, if you are trading a breakout, where is your stop loss going to be? Very straightforward. You typically know exactly where stops are, somewhere between here, the resistance level, and here the last swing point. That's typically where the majority of breakout traders have their stop loss. We wait for the market to reach into this stop area. We don't want to see just the retest. We want to see the market actually pull into the stop run area. So this is where the stops get triggered. This is not an entry because there's still a chance the market might trade lower. And there's a very specific thing that you're looking for. You're looking for exactly a candle like this, a completely outsized candle. This shows you that the stop run has been activated. It has been confirmed. The stop run is happening. And you really want to make sure that you are seeing those large displacement candles, those really, really outstanding outlier candles that we haven't seen probably in around 50, 60, 70 candles. This is a really, really great confirmation of the stop run. And then you can see after the stop run candle here, the market really took off higher. So it's all about confluence in trading. The more signals, the more confirmation points you have on your side, typically the better your trade quality is. So coming from an uptrend, the market puts in here the highest high point, sells off really, really strong. Again, this is not something that you see in healthy uptrends. The market then took a long time to get back to this area. It tries to reclaim the highs, but it fails. As we can see, we have a triple top, double top here. This is then looking like a fake out. It is an exhaustion pattern. Taking everything into account with a strong sell-off, the long time it takes for the market to get back here. Again, in a healthy uptrend, first of all, you want to see short pullbacks. You want to see that the market is able to get back to the previous high point and make new higher highs very, very quickly. This doesn't happen here, shows us a lot of selling, shows us a lot of weakness on the bullish side. We see here a dead cat bounce, lower highs, selling pressure increases with very, very large bearish candles here. We have to break out through the previous support area that was built. That's your tipping point. And then the market sold off very strongly. The dead cat bounce is a pattern that you should know about because this happens across all markets, across all time frames, all the time. So we are coming here from a very strong uptrend. The market put in a high here. It sold off. The sell-off is really important because when we look at normal healthy trends, you typically see that consolidations are short-lived. They're also not as strong. But here you can see this is the first sign that something is changing here. Suddenly the red candles are becoming much stronger. The pullback is quite deep, which is typically not something that you see in healthy trends. The market makes another push, but clearly fails to reach the previous highs. So it's making a lower high. That's what we call the dead cat bounce. A lot of traders will try to get in here because they believe this is the next continuation leg. However, the market is never able to reach the previous highs. So really, really important point here that we have on our side. When we come to structuring a trade, we typically look for swing points that will then help us with our breakout entries. So here we have a relatively good swing point. It was very weak here, but it got reconfirmed multiple times. So an aggressive entry could be here on the first breakout. Aggressive entries fail a little bit more often, but they give you a much higher reward to risk ratio. So the trade-off typically is worth it. However, it depends on if you are able to trade with a lower win rate. That's a mental thing that you have to make out with yourself. Then we have the little bit later tipping point. This is the swing point of this very deep consolidation, much safer because then we have a long-term change of character where the market is breaking into a new low. The market broke through it. The breakout sequence is obviously really, really important. You don't want to see the market just crawl over a level. You want to see that there's actually force behind it. And now we can see that the new trend leg that was put in after this lower high is actually very strong, something that we don't see in healthy uptrends. We have a retest confirmation. This confirms the rejection. So previous support is turning into resistance. Really, really great retest momentum. This is a very big part of trading retests. You want to make sure that you analyze the momentum around the retest. The market came back to it once again. We have a gap. The gap failed here to break above it. Another great confirmation. So let's assume you get in here. Maybe you get take out for a break-even trade. The market finds another retest here, gives you another entry, and then takes off here lower. So let's take a look at this. It's a very classic trend following breakout scenario. Coming from a downtrend, you have a long-term accumulation. The market seems to have tipped over from downtrend sideways into a new uptrend. Often those first uptrend waves are not tradable as easily because there's still a lot of noise and the participants are unsure, is this really a reversal? Is it just a very deep pullback? So focusing on the first consolidation here after a successful trend leg is a very good approach for trend following trading. We put in here our resistance level that helps us with identifying entry points. We can add additional entry criteria. So this is a central pivot point. You can see it holds very nicely. It builds a good confluence with this moving average. The market rejects it here. And then we have the breakout sequence. As I said, the breakout candle is important. The breakout sequence, how is the market breaking out? It shows us definitely a lot of bullish momentum. Looking here into this side, in this area here of the consolidation, we can see this is the strongest bullish impulsive move. It signals that now it's the time the market seems to be continuing. That would have been your breakout entry. And the market then moved higher, rejected the moving average here twice, still made higher lows, and then continued higher.